Good evening, Narnia. This is Narnia News. I am Robert Erb.
I'm Hunter Erb.
Welcome back to Narnia News. I'm Charlie, and I'm here with Robert, and we were going over the latest news of the Chronicles of Narnia and how the character Lucy went with the fawn. Do you feel like it was wise of her to go with a perfect stranger?
Yeah, I guess, because, well, if she doesn't know where she is, she can ask someone, but no one was there, and a fawn, a goat-like person, showed up in the middle of where she was at the time.
And she happened to be the first of the kings and queens to discover Narnia.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. Thank you again, Charlie and Robert.
Hello, Melinda Zosh here with Robert and Charlie, and we're talking about the epic battles of Narnia. So, Robert, I'm going to start with you. What happened at the beginning?
Well, what happened was in real life, before Lucy went into the wardrobe, there was a war going on, and I think it was in World War II, where the nukes were getting too close and the airstrikes were getting too close, and they had to move to, well, a new place with a professor that I've never really seen, only once or twice. So they play hide and go seek because it's really rainy the next day. So they play hide and go seek, and Lucy goes into the wardrobe thinking she'll hide in there, but she walks back to find there's no back of the wardrobe, and there's trees and snow and a lamppost around her.
Okay, Robert, you touched on something important, right? There's a battle going on in London. Maybe Charlie can talk a little bit about what was happening in the 1940s in London.
Oh wow, there was World War II is going on, and they were trying to liberate Germany, and the bombs were just landing all over the place, and the children were just trying to do whatever they could in the dark times and play whatever the games they could, even though the rest of the people and the grown-ups at that time weren't being very nice to even children, and they were in their own type of struggle at that time, so the only thing that they had was their imagination to use. And when she went into the wardrobe and found that there was no back or no end to it, and it opened up a whole new world for them, and their imagination just exploded from there.
That's right. So, you know, in the 1940s in London, there was World War II, and then when Lucy entered the wardrobe, she herself found a different world, right, Robert?
Yeah.
This is your chance to order a vintage book set of the Chronicles of Narnia that cover The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Prince Caspian, The Voyage of the Dawn Tender, which is right now being worked on and should be hitting the theaters very soon, all the way to The Last Battle. And before that was The Magician's Nephew. So some of these books are actually before The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which makes this such a good buy. So if you call 1-800-NARNIA now, and the order number is 123, you get your very own box set of vintage Chronicles of Narnia books.
Welcome to NSP, Narnia Sports. I'm with Hunter. Hunter, did it surprise you when Aslan the lion jumped on the queen, or such as the Witch of Narnia?
Yes, that did. That did.
Why?
Well, it was pretty surprising. Did you think Aslan was going to come back?
Kind of. I thought he may come back because of how she said deep magic and how it controls everybody.
What did you think about the centaurs and stuff?
The centaurs were pretty muscular, beefy, and strong. It was kind of a cheat, but then you have to think about the giants that were there, and it wasn't kind of a cheat because it kind of balanced it out.
Did you think the High Queens and the High Kings got better with their weapons?
Kind of. They didn't really use them throughout the fight. Like, Peter was the only one who kind of used it.
I think Edmund was gonna bounce back from the betrayal.
Kind of, because, well, the queen would look at him questionably because she didn't really know that Edmund escaped.
Welcome back into your Narnia Newscast. I'm Melinda Zosh here with Robert Erb, and we have your latest weather updates. So Robert, let's take a look at this picture. What does it look like is going on right now in Narnia?
It looks like it's snowing and snowing and snowing and snowing.
Yeah, we're seeing quite a bit of snow coming through the area. It's just kind of covering the woods, as you can see here. Now, for the rest of the areas, some of the mountains, we can expect the snow to be coming down later on, and along the sea there could be some flooding as that rain will just be pounding the sea. So we'll need to let our friends know about that who are visiting the coast. 7-day forecast for Narnia. Robert, what's going on for the next 7 days?
It'll be snowing and then there'll be a slight chance of sun.
That's right. Later on, there will be a slight chance of some more sunshine coming out, but we can expect lots more snow to be coming through Narnia. And that's all we have for your weather.
Welcome back to our last part of Narnia News, and of course the most epic part of the evening is the High Kings and Queens coronation. Now, at that time it was bittersweet because yes, they got their crowns, but also they might be saying goodbye to Aslan. What do you think about that part?
Well, the coronation was a magical thing throughout the whole thing. But when Aslan had to leave to go to another country and probably help out other kids, or queens or kings or princes or princesses, it's a confusing thing, but then you have to think about Aslan. He's the protector of Narnia, the king of Narnia, and probably the king of other countries, kingdoms, and cities like that.
Now, Hunter, you saw like all of the animals coming together and taking care of each other. Do you think that they'll continue to be loving to each other and taking care of each other once Aslan is gone?
No.
Why not?
Well, at some point they're gonna have to stop.
Do you think that Aslan will come back eventually?
Well, yes, to see how everything is going with Peter, Susan, and Lucy, and see how everything has gone on in the year or 100 years or 200 years throughout Narnia.
And that's all we have for tonight, folks. Enjoy your evening and tune in again tomorrow.